decided to start a podcast.
Yeah, we
What-
did.
What did we decide to name our podcast?
All right. You are now listening to the Okay, Let's Teach Math podcast.
Where Oklahoma classrooms and research connect through real stories.
It sounds good, I think.
I like it.
I'm feeling good.
All right,
Wait, who are we?
Yeah, who are we? So who are you? You can start.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Maria Stewart. I'm an assistant professor of math education here at Oklahoma State University. And you?
I am Dr. Kansas Cole, and I am a teaching assistant professor here at Oklahoma State University. And we want to invite all of you to be a part of our podcast because this podcast is going to be all about teachers. We want to provide a microphone for teachers to share the awesomeness that is going on in either your classroom or a colleague. And yeah, what else do we want to say about it?
Yeah, I think the whole premise of this podcast and kind of how this got started for us, I think, is us just having lots of conversations about what are real teachers doing in Oklahoma.
And how are real teachers able to continue growing in the profession? Like, where is professional development happening? How is it happening? And I think we both kind of came to a conclusion that getting a bunch of teachers into a traditional PD environment where you go spend a Saturday doing something or you meet after school for a couple hours just isn't very realistic anymore. Either districts aren't paying for it or teachers just don't have the time to do that because of all the other stuff on our plates. So yeah, I think we just decided to go with this kind of a format to try to get information out, but it's not our information to share.
That's right. And that was really important to us when we started brainstorming what Okay, Let's Teach Math is going to be all about. You know, we wanted it to be focused on the teacher because we know we're in the university. We know the rep that we get. We're in our little ivory tower and we don't know the realities of teaching. And I think both of us have spent a lot of time trying to stay connected to classrooms and be on the ground with teachers and seeing what they're doing. But we wanted this podcast to start with teachers first.
Yeah, we see the awesomeness that's going on and we hear about it as we work with teachers and hear things that people talk about. And for some reason, we all like to talk about our friends. We don't like to talk about ourselves. That's
Isn't that the truth?
such a teacher thing.
Yeah.
But so maybe you just want to volunteer the teacher down the hall and you want us to connect with them so that we can share their story and share their information because you think that other teachers in the state could benefit from hearing about what this particular teacher is doing.
Yeah, and so I think our hope really is that these are going to be pretty short episodes, right? 10, 15 minutes. You listen to it on your way to work maybe or on your lunch break and get a new idea you might try it in your classroom. And the hope is that we're going to invite some teachers on to share the things that they're doing. And, you know, we're math educators. That's our jam, if you will. But it doesn't have to be super math focused, right? If you have a more general classroom management idea or you know, organizational tip or technology thing you like to use. Those are the things we want you to share. We just want to get your idea out there so other teachers can pick it up and try it too.
Yeah, and then a really fun piece about it is once we get that idea, we want to also help you connect it back to research. Just because that seems to be a big buzzword that we hear is research-based strategies and things that we know work efficiently and all of that. Well, you guys are able to see those things that are working, but sometimes we need the language to be able to connect it back and let others know that we're truly doing things that are research-based. We're not just making stuff up on our own.
Wait a minute. You mean teachers aren't out there reading all of our research articles just like all the time in their free time?
Yeah, about that reading part.
Oh yeah.
Oh, check out our next episode where you can find out a fun little thing about both of us.
Yeah. So this idea is we're going to bring the research to you, but we're going to start with what teachers are already doing. And so hopefully in, you know, a little 10-minute episode, you're going to get a cool idea and you can check out our website and if teachers have a handout or worksheet, we're going to have that linked on our website coming to you soon.
Yes. And so what are some of the things that we think teachers might want to hear about?
Yeah, I think maybe some cool math tasks that they've done in their classroom.
Some activities. Okay.
Yeah. Like you said, maybe classroom management ideas. We could all work on a classroom management.
Ooh, what about how to deal with like late grades or late homework or just a grading policy in general?
Or how do we communicate to parents?
Oh, yeah. How do we effectively communicate with parents?
Effective. That's an important word, I
How do we
think.
share things in a way that is meaningful for all the stakeholders?
Yeah, for sure.
What about another one that like my pre-service teachers talk about a lot, and I know came up a lot when I was in the classroom, was bell work. And what do you do in that first 5 minutes, or exit slips in those last 5 minutes? So maybe you know something, a teacher's doing something really cool with that.
Or maybe you're the tech person in your building. You know, right now, you know of one person you're thinking about.
Ooh, yeah, somebody that does something really fun and awesome, and like, yeah, I agree.
I think that's me in our office.
Yeah, it might be. Hey, I've learned a lot this last couple of months.
We got her on Canva, everybody. All right.
Yeah. I was a Canva holdout. I was not into it, and
You've come around.
I have. I still have some things that I'm a little not sure about on it, but I'm starting to enjoy it.
That's right.
What about working with administrators?
Yeah, or even collaborating with your your not math colleagues, right?
Yeah, fun collaborations across campuses, inside the building, other departments, other teachers. Yeah, that sounds like fun.
That's right. Like real integration.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Ooh, yeah, I like that. And then I guess any of the other buzzwords that we hear a lot of. RTI is one that we hear some.
Yeah, differentiation.
Yeah, differentiation. You guys know all the buzzwords. We don't have to list them all for you, but any of those, we would love to talk about those too.
So the moral of the story is any and all ideas are welcome here on our podcast.
Yes, absolutely. So what does a teacher need to do if somebody wants to recommend the teacher down the hall, or they want to suggest themselves? What do they need to do?
Yeah. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to wherever you're listening to this podcast right now, and we have a link to a little survey. I think it should maybe take you 3 minutes to fill out. We're trying to keep it short. And you're going to tell us a little bit about you or your colleague, if you're recommending them, and their contact information, and just really tell us about their cool idea.
Awesome. And then what happens once they submit that form?
Yeah. So once you submit that form, one of us, either Dr. Cole or myself, will reach out to you and check with you to make sure you're still interested in being on the podcast. Please be interested. And then we're just going to have like a little Zoom meeting with you, because we need to know what idea you're going to share so we can make sure we're ready to connect it to the research that we know about. And so we will reach out to them or you. We'll set up a Zoom meeting. We'll have a chat, and then we'll invite you onto the podcast to record an episode.
Oh, yeah. And also, you're not just going to have to jump right into the podcast. Well, we'll have a quick conversation just to kind of fill you in on those connections and stuff that we're going to talk about before you jump into that podcast with us. But then we'll have that recording session, and you get to share all of the fun stuff that you're doing.
Yeah, and our hope is that this isn't going to, require hours of your life to be on the podcast. We're trying to keep it short and sweet. We know you're busy and you have a lot of other things you should be doing. So we will try to keep that time commitment minimum for you.
Yeah, it's probably just going to be about 2 conversations that we have with you one-on-one, and then the 20-ish minute, it'll probably be 10 to 20 minutes of the recording session, and then we'll put that out there.
So I'm wondering, I know teachers are busy. You know teachers are busy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so why would they want to be on our podcast?
Oh, I don't know. I guess some of the things that people might want to do. Oh, I've heard that districts do exchange days for PD is one of the things that I've heard about, where if you participate in a PD, you don't have to go on another contracted day. You have a day you get to swap out. Have you heard of any others?
I know that sometimes districts just have those professional learning, what is it? PLF.
Oh, the PLF. Yeah, the professional learning focus to go with your TLE.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that some campuses, they'll make one up that all teachers do and you submit and all of that. But you always have the option to do something that's fun and unique and exciting and meaningful to you individually. So this would definitely be one of those things that could fall under that PLF.
Yeah, I think so. And I think just really, maybe communicating with your administration, hey, I have this cool opportunity to share what I'm doing outside of our building.
Yeah, for sure.
And see what they have to say about it.
Yeah, and if you need help connecting, how that can work into other things that you have to do, we can definitely help you find that and provide documentation or whatever it is that you need in order to make that happen.
Yeah, so, okay, that is pretty much how you get to be on our podcast. But I'm wondering, what are you most excited about for this podcast? We're just starting out, so fun.
getting to help teachers share their voice, providing that voice, that microphone, that platform, that place to share information with other teachers, and in a way that it's a smaller time requirement for teachers that are wanting to take in information and learn from each other. How about you?
Yeah, I think, I'm new to Oklahoma. You'll learn a little bit more about that in our next episode. But just getting to meet with teachers across the state and learn about the cool things that they're doing. I think sometimes Oklahoma gets a bad rap for education.
Kind of.
I want to just highlight the cool things that teachers are doing because I know they're out there doing cool stuff.
We want to share the positive.
Yeah, for sure. And I want us to be like, ooh, Oklahoma's doing this cool thing. That's what I want. And just like as a new form of PD, right? I think we, as math educators especially, need to rethink how we do professional development, and we need to start thinking about what works for teachers and what are teachers already doing in their time. Well, they're probably listening to podcasts. So how can we use that as a space to provide professional development?
All right. So I guess that's kind of all we have for right now. I don't know. You have anything else you want to throw out there?
No, I think that's it. But I just want to be clear. We can't do this podcast without you, teachers. So
we need you. We want you.
Yeah. So please fill out our survey so we can contact you.
Okay. So just to kind of give you a heads up what's coming up. This was episode 1, and this is our We Need You, We Want You, Please Help Us, etc. Episode 2 is going to be meeting us and learning more about your host, Dr. Stewart, and myself, Dr. Cole. And then our episode 3 is going to talk about what does it mean to really connect research and practice. And then our fourth one will be laying the groundwork for why your voice matters the most. Like, why is it important that we hear from you, and connecting that to greater education conversation.
Yeah. So we're so excited to see where this podcast goes, and we hope you will join us on this ride.
Hey, I'm going to take that total YouTube line because I think YouTube is hosting this.
Yeah.
So tell us about you down below.
Yeah.
Leave a comment. Tell us who you are and what you hope to see in this podcast.
Yeah. And like and subscribe. Don't forget.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
All right. We will see you next week.